Hi guys, welcome to Update Study Practice channel. Today our topic is ibps PO Prelims Memory Based Questions 2020 and this is our 31st question. Come on, let's get started. The question is 12 students stand in 2 rows with 6 students standing in each row. Students in row 1 are facing north and students in row 2 are facing south. Each student in row 1 faces row 2. We are going to take key points from this para. The first key point is 12 students stand in 2 rows. Therefore, 12 students stands in 2 rows. The second point is with 6 students in each row. 6 students, total students are 12. 6 students stands in each row. Each row, there are 2 rows. 6 students stands in each row. Total 12 students. And the third point is students in row 1 are facing north. Students in row 1 facing north. And then students in row 2 are facing south. Students in row 2 are facing south. Each student in row 1 faces row 2. Each student in row 1 faces row 2. So each student faces row 1 in row 2. So row 1 and row 2, there are 6 students. Here 6 students, here 6 students. Each 6 students faces each other. Each 6 students faces each other in row 1 to row 2. These are the key points from the first para. Now we are going to read second para. P stands in row 2. Who is second to the right of T? L faces K. 2 students between K and A. Who is at one extreme ends? G faces immediate neighbor of V and only one person between V and L. 3 students between F and W. F faces immediate neighbor of P. K is second to the left of W. W not face V. R stands to immediate right of S. R and S does not face A. Q stands in the same row as K. Here the key point is P stands in row 2. So row 2 is south and row 1 is north. P stands in row 2. Who is second to the right of T? Who is second to the right of T? Who is second right of T? And the seventh clue is L faces K. L faces K. We don't know. This is row 1 or row 2, we don't know. And the eighth key point is 2 students between K and A. 2 students between K and A. Who is at one extreme ends? Either K or A is at one extreme end. We don't know that. Either K or A is at one extreme end. In row 2 or row 1, we don't know. We have to find out that. And the ninth key point is G faces immediate neighbor of V. G faces immediate neighbor of V. That means G faces immediate neighbor of V, or G faces immediate neighbor of V, or G faces immediate neighbor of V. Again, or G faces immediate neighbor of V. We don't know G and V, their positions are in row 2 or row 1, we don't know. So there are 4 options. If G is at row 1, row 2, V will be row 1. If G is at row 1, V will be at row 2. So there are 4 options. Okay. Now the 10th clue is only one person between V and L. Only one person between V and L. One person between V and L, or one person between V and L, either row 1 or row 2, we don't know that. And then the 11th clue. The 11th clue is 3 students between F and W. 3 students between F and W. So F and W, 3 students between F and W, or 3 students between F and W. There are 2 options, whether at F here, or they can replace W and F. Okay, can you understand? 3 person between F and W, but we don't know the W position and F position in a row, or row 1 or row 2. Now the 12th key point. F faces immediate neighbor of P. F faces immediate neighbor of P. F faces immediate neighbor of P, or another option, F faces immediate neighbor of P. Immediate neighbor. This is a key one. P point. Immediate neighbor of P. Now the 13th key point. Here there are 4 clues, but here I given only 2 clues. Why? Because we know P stands in row 2. P stands in row 2. So P is at row 2. In question itself they have given P is at row 2. So definitely only 2 options. Either here immediate neighbor, or either P is left or P is right. Immediate neighbor will face F. So only I gave 2 options. Can you understand, guys? If you have any doubt, please comment it. Now the 13th clue. K is second left of W. K is second left of W. K is second left of W. Okay. Now 14th one. W not face V. W not face V. So W not face V. Not face. And then the 15th clue. Or stands to immediate right of S. Or stands, or is immediate right of S. Okay. Now the 16th clue is R and S does not face A. R and S, both of them does not face A. Not face. Does not face A. Now the 17th clue. Q stands in the same row as K. That means Q stands in a K row. Wherever the K is present, either in row 1 or row 2, Q also in the same row. So these are the key points we have taken from the question. Okay, if you have doubt in this key points, please comment it. I will explain it again. Using these key points only, we are going to find the position of 12 members. Come on, let's get find. How many rows? Row 1 and row 2. So draw a line. Row 1 and row 2. This is row 1 and this is row 2. Row 1 faces north and row 2 faces south. Row 1 faces north and row 2 faces south. Am I right? So what's the direction? This is south and this is north. North persons are facing south and south persons are facing north. So facing means like this. Can you understand? Facing. Row 1 persons are facing north. So facing north means row 1 persons are facing north. Seeing towards north. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Row 1 are facing towards north and row 2 are facing towards south, and there are 6 students in each row. So I drawn 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each students in row 1 faces row 2 and each students in row 2 faces row 1. They are just opposite to each other. So I drawn each students in row 2 faces row 1. Okay. Up to this we have completed. Now the 6th clue. What's the 6th clue? P stands in row 2. P stands. Is it visible? Yes. P stands in row 2 who is second to the right of T. So we know P in row 2 who is second to the right of T. So P and T are row 2. So now we are going to find who are row 1 members and who are row 2 members. Just find that, then we can find the place of each members. Okay, now we are going to find row 1 members and row 2 members. So here P stands in row 2 who is second to the right of T. Here they given row 2. So P and T are in row 2. P and T are in row 2. Now L faces K. We don't know they are row 1 or row 2. K, there are 2 students between K and A. So K and A, we don't know they are also in row 1 or row 2. We don't know that. Again, 9th point. G faces immediate neighbor of V. Here also there is no clue. Either G is row 1 or row 2, V is row 1 or row 2. We don't know. 1 students between V and L. Here also we don't know V and L or row 1 or row 2. We don't know. 3 students between F and W. Here also we don't know F and W either belongs to row 1 or row 2. We don't know. F faces immediate neighbor of P. F faces immediate neighbor of P. Here there is a clue. We already know P stands in row 2. So P is row 2. F faces immediate neighbor of P. Therefore F is row 1. Can you get this? P is row 2. We already know that. So F faces immediate neighbor of P. Definitely F is at row 1. So row 1 is F. One member we have found out. Now K is again to the left of W. We don't know that. But F we know. F is at row 1. Then compare this F with other points. F, here see here, F. There are 3 persons between F and W. F is at row 1 we know. Therefore, here we conclude W is also at row 1. Can you get this? F is at row 1. We know that 3 persons between F and W. So W is also at row 1. So W is row 1. Now F and W are row 1. F and W are row 1. Now using this F, W, yes, see here, K is second to the left of W. Next 13th point. K is second to the left of W. So K is also in the which row? W row. W is at row 1. So K is also at row 1. Now W does not face V. W does not face V. So V is at row 2. But W does not face V. We have to find out that place. Okay. R is immediate right of S. We don't know about R and S. R and S does not face A. This also we don't know. Then Q stands in a K row. So Q stands in a K row. Therefore Q is at row 1. Now come again to the next point where we left. So see here, 7th point. L faces K. L faces K. We missed that point now. First we are check out this. We don't know. We doesn't get any clue about this. So now we can get this clue because we already found out the row 1 4 members and row 2 3 members. So L faces K. Therefore, where is the place of L? K is at row 1. L must be at row 2. Am I right? Yes. One person between V and L. So L and V are in same row. G faces immediate neighbor of V. G faces immediate neighbor of V. We know where is V? V is at row 2. So definitely G is at row 1. Am I right? G is at row 1. And then R is immediate right of S. R is immediate right of S. So R is immediate right of S. See here, we already found 5 members in row 1. If you write R and S here, R is immediate right of S in row 1, it will make us 7 members in a row 1. So in row 1 R and S will not come. In row 2 only R and S will come. Am I right? R and S. P, T, V, L or S are row 2 members. We have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 members in row 2 and 5 members in row 1. Which one is missing? A. So A must be at in which row? In row 1. Can you get this, guys? A must be at row 1. See here, R and S does not face A. R and S does not face A. So A must be at row 1. Can you get this? So now we have concluded what are the members present in row 1 and row 2. So we know These members are present in row 1 and these members are present in row 2. Now we are going to find their place in row 1 and row 2. Come on, let's get started. Now the clue. Using this clue only we are going to find the answer. What's the clue? P stands in row 2, who is second to the right of T. Okay, P stands in row 2, who is second to the right of T, but we don't know P may be here or in center or at the extreme ends, we don't know. So just leave that. L faces K. You also don't know about that exact place. K, there are two persons between K and A. Who is at one extreme ends? Who is at one extreme ends? Here there is a clue. Can you get this? See here. Two students between K and A. Who is at one extreme ends? Either K or A is at one extreme end. We know where the K is present. K and A are present in row 1. Now we just take A as one extreme end. Right here A. Now see the clue. Two persons between K and A. Who is at one extreme end? I will take A as here. So A is at one extreme end and two persons between K and A. 1, 2. Two persons between K and A. Therefore, two persons between K and A is at one extreme end. Okay. Now, using this, we are going to analyze another key point. So, this key point 8 key point is finished. Whether K and A, using this members, any other clue is present, just check out that. K and A. Yes, see here, K is second to the left of W. K is second to the left of W. K is second to the left of W. So, W must be here. Left of W. Second, here 1, here 2. So, 1, 2. K is second to the left of W. If W is here, W is right side and this is W's left side. Can you get this? K is 1 and 2, second to the left of W. Okay. Now, the next key point. Using A, K, W, whether there is next key point is present. Yes. L faces K. L faces K. So, K's opposite must be L. L faces K. Okay. Now, A, K, W. W does not face V. See here the key point. This key point is also finished. Now W does not face V. W does not face V. So V will not come here. So V, where will be the V? See here V. There is one person between V and L. One person between V and L. If we put V here, W will face V. But here the clue is W will not face V. So V is not here. And then one person between V and L. Therefore one person between V and L. So V must be here. V must be here. Now this clue also finished. G faces immediate neighbor of V. G faces immediate neighbor of V. So G faces immediate neighbor of V. Already we placed A here. So G will not come here. Am I right? So G must be here. G faces immediate neighbor of V. Am I right? G faces immediate neighbor of V. So this point is also concluded. Now there are 3 persons between F and W. W we already placed here. So 3 persons. 1, 2, 3. And here it's F. Right? There are 3 persons. 1, 2, 3 persons between F and W. Okay. This point also concluded. Now, see here, 17th one. Q stands in a K row. Wherever the K present, Q also will be in the same row. So, Q must be here. Okay, row 1 members are placed successfully. Now, the row 2 members. Check out with the other options. F faces immediate neighbor of P. F faces immediate neighbor of P. Whether P will be here, P will be here. But see here the 6th clue. P stands in a row 2 who is second to the right of T. Second to the right of T. If T is here, T is left towards south. This is right and this is left. P stands in a row 2 who is second to the right of T. So P must be here. Am I right? This is T's right and this is T's left. P stands second to the right of T. 1, 2. 1, 2. P stands second to the right of T. Okay, done. This point also concluded and this point is also concluded. Now, R is immediate right of S. R is immediate right of S. S right is here and S left is here. R is immediate right of S. This point also concluded. R and S not face A. Whether R and S face A? No. R faces Q and S faces W. So 16th point also concluded. So all these points are we worked out and completed. So these points are all these points are used to verify the place of members in both row 1 and row 2. So the key points are satisfied with row 1 and row 2 members. Okay. So if you have any doubt from this, please comment it. Using this, we are going to find the answer for 5 questions in a upcoming videos. Okay. If you like it, please give thumbs up, and if you have doubt, please comment it and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Happy day. All the very best. Bye.